Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. See you again with me, Mrs. Diaz. Today, we are going to have structure 2, but we'll have non-real-time meeting. We'll have asynchronous learning because you know that I would like to say sorry. I'm in Paris. Can you see the picture behind me? Evil Tower? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, that's why I cannot teach you real-time meeting. I hope all of you are in a good condition. Okay, now we are in the fourth meeting and our topic is about degrees of comparison. Okay, everyone. I'm sure that all of you still remember about degrees of comparison and you've learned about this. Let's review for a while. Definition. Degrees of comparisons are used when we compare one person or one thing with another. And there are three kinds of degrees of comparison in English. The first is positive degree, the second is comparative degree, and the last is superlative degree. Do you remember how many kinds of degrees of comparison? There are three: positive, comparative, and superlative. Okay, let's talk about positive degree first. When we speak about only one person or thing, we use positive degree. For example, this house is big. In this sentence, only one noun. This house is talked about. Next, this flower is beautiful. So this is an example of positive degree because we only speak about one person or thing. The first sentence, this house is big, we talk about this house. And for the second sentence, we talk about this flower. Okay. And each sentence mentioned above talks about only one noun. Let's see another example. My bed is as good as yours. She is not as diligent as him. My car runs as fast as yours. Her sister dances as beautifully as yours. So of those are examples of positive degree. Now let's continue with comparative degree. When we compare two persons or two things with each other, we use both positive degree and comparative degree. Example, this house is bigger than that one. So it means that you compare one thing to another, okay? Because you would like to compare two persons or two things. Okay, I'll read again the example. This house is bigger than that one. So this is an example of comparative degree. Okay, now the last is superlative degree. Superlative adjectives are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of a quality, the tallest, the smallest, the fastest, the highest, and they are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of objects. Look at this pattern. Noun or subject, yeah, noun as subject, uh, verb, yeah, plus verb, plus the plus superlative adjective, plus object. The object is noun. Example, my house is the largest one in our neighborhood. This is the smallest box I've ever seen. Your dog ran the fastest of any dog in the race. So those are examples of superlative degree. Okay, another information about this, one syllable adjectives. Add ER for the comparative and EST for the superlative. If the adjective has a consonant plus single vowel plus consonant spelling, the final consonant must be doubled before adding the ending. Example, sad becomes sadder, and for the superlative, saddest. Yeah, the saddest. And how about for two syllables? Adjectives with two syllables can form the comparative either by adding ER or by preceding the adjective with more. These adjectives form the superlative either by adding EST or by preceding the adjective with most. In many cases, both forms are used, although one usage will be more common than the other. If you're not sure whether a two-syllable adjective can take a comparative or superlative ending, play it safe and use more and most instead. For adjectives ending in Y, change the Y to an I before adding the ending. Let's take an example. Busy becomes busier becomes busiest for two syllables. How about for three or more syllables? Adjectives with three or more syllables form the comparative by putting more in front of the adjective, and the superlative by putting most in front. Example, expensive, more expensive, the most expensive. Let's have another example. This flower is more beautiful than that. It means that flower, yeah, to show comparative. But for positive, the example, this flower is not as beautiful as that. So the term more beautiful is comparative version of the term beautiful. And both sentences convey the same meaning. I'll give you some examples. Comparative and positive. He's more intelligent than this boy. Comparative. He is not as intelligent as this boy. Positive. The term more the term more intelligent is comparative version of the term intelligent, and both of these sentences convey the same meaning. Another example, he's taller than Mr. Hulas. Comparative. For positive degree, he is not as tall as Mr. Hulas. The term taller is comparative version of the term tall. Both of these sentences convey the same meaning. I'll give you some examples for superlative, comparative, and positive. Now we have three kinds of degrees of comparison. First, he is the most intelligent in this class. That is superlative. He is more intelligent than other boys in the class. For comparative. For positive, no other boy is as intelligent as this boy. As you look at these examples, of course you can differentiate, right? Between which one is superlative, comparative, and positive. The first sentence, 1A, that shows superlatives because there's word the most intelligent. While for comparative, there's word there's words more intelligent than, yeah. And for positive is as intelligent as. Okay, so can you see the difference among them? Yeah, I hope so. And the term most intelligent is superlative version of the term intelligent. Both of these sentences convey the same meaning, and you must know that there is a change from positive, comparative, and superlative. Next, he's the tallest student in this class. Superlative. It is shown the tallest, yeah, the tallest student. How about for comparative? He is taller than other students in this class. So here, uh, words shows comparative, taller than, yeah, comparing two persons. Next, positive. No other student is as tall as this student. So that shows positive. Okay, I think that's all for our meeting today. Don't forget, after this, please look at your um, Google Classroom because I have already given you quizzes practice. Okay, don't forget to do it on time and I'll see the result later. Okay, I think that's all. If you have any question, you can ask in the forum, yeah, forum of Google Classroom. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching my video. Yeah, see you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye. Stay healthy, everyone.